11:51 on Thursday night, the 15th of January, the Ides of January 2026. You're looking at the first stack of a 30-second exposure of the Pleiades M45, a birth moon of stars located about 500 light years distant and no more than 500 million years old. Okay, we're now up to Perseus, NGC1106. It's a galaxy, of course, magnitude 12.3, 1.8 by 1.8 arc minutes, lenticular spiral. Should be quite obvious in the field. It's 193 million light years distant, so a little larger than our own Milky Way. Now, I probably suspect it's right about here, but I'm not seeing anything else, so I suspect our galaxy is right there. I'm going to run the magnification up a little bit. It's at right ascension 250, 40, and a declination of plus 41 degrees, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds. Focus is really good tonight. Stars are looking good. That's our 150x view at 100% e-zoom using all our pixels. NGC1107 is a brightish galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 12.2, 1.8 by 1.5 arc minutes. Right in the center of the field, since we're very close, we're near the celestial equator, lenticular spiral, 154 million light years, RA 24919 with a declination of plus 80533. Our next galaxy should be very interesting indeed. It is NGC 1110, a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 14, but very large and edge-on. It's a 2.9 by 0.5 arc minutes spiral with a lowercase m. I don't know what that means, frankly. 60 million light years distant, so about 50,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 24909 with a declination of minus 75018. Okay, skipped a few on this last one. One was a bogus star and the other was a little out of sorts. NGC 1114 is a galaxy in Eridanus. Ooh, quite faint. Magnitude 13. Yeah, that's it. 1.8 by 0.8 arc minutes spiral with a lowercase c. Not much of a core in those young galaxies. This one's probably, I would consider about 10 years of age, prepubescent. If you want to speak of human terms, 154 million light years distant, RA 24907, declination minus 16, 59, and 36. And there is our 150x view. Off to NGC 1118, galaxy in Eridanus, as promised, magnitude 14, 2.2 by 0.7 arc minutes. Well, I think we found our galaxy. It's a lenticular spiral presented edge-on, 185 million light years distant, puts it at probably 110,000 light years in diameter. RA 24958, declination minus 120951. Edge-ons are a favorite with all amateur astronomers. NGC 1121 is a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 12.9, 0.9 by 0.4 arc minute, lenticular spiral, 115 million light years distant, maybe 30,000 light years in diameter, RA 25039 with a declination just shy of the celestial equator, minus 14401. Halfway through the evening's adventures, we're now on to NGC 1125. We're about 14 minutes and 30 seconds into this video. Galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 13.1, quite present there, 1.9 by 0.9 arc minutes. Not an edge-on. Look for some curl at the tips of the extensions. Spiral with a bar, lenticular A, 145 million light years distant, right ascension 25140, with a declination of minus 163902. Decent view. NGC 1129 is a galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 12.5. Let's push it up a little bit. Oh yeah, probably there. Further, part of a galaxy group, elliptical 4 by 3.1 arc minutes. 240 million light years distant. This baby spreads out its light. RA25427 with a declination of plus 4134.45. I'm going to pause for a second, let it get a few more stacks. Okay, here's our galaxy group. This is probably the capital galaxy 1129 in Perseus, and that's our 150x view. NGC 1134 is a galaxy in Aries. Magnitude 12.1, there it is, right in the middle of the field, 2.5 by 0.9 arc minute, Egiani. This one looks more Egiani, but it's too faint. Spiral with a B, lowercase b, 163 million light years distant. RA is 253.41 with a declination of plus 13 degrees, 0 minutes and 52 seconds. Hey, nice view of both those galaxies. Okay, without actually going there, our next galaxy is NGC 1142. This is 41. It's a galaxy in Cetus. It's also NGC 1144, magnitude 12.9, 0.9 by 0.5 arc minute with an annularity. Let's make sure we get all the way up to 100% E-zoom for that. Right ascension 255.12 with a declination of minus 11 minutes and 1 second. Okay, NGC 1145 is a galaxy deep south in Eridanus, the river. Oh, is that edge on? Sure it is. Magnitude 12.5, edge on, 3.2 by 0.5 arc minute, 6:1 aspect ratio. Spiral with a lowercase c. Not much of a core there, is there? 87 million light years distant, puts it about 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 254.33 with a declination of minus 18.3809. Let's let this one generate a little bit while we go look for our next one. 1146 is a group of stars in Perseus. We're not going there. It's too far north anyway. 1147 is a nothing in Eridanus. No information available. 1148 is a galaxy in Eridanus. Let's go there next. On a Friday night, the 16th of January in the year 2026. I can't say that we've achieved sky dark, but I did want to give you an early view of NGC 1161, and we will get to it later again in the evening. And once we do so, we'll want to compare the images. Okay, let's see what we can make out further north. We're at NGC 1156, a galaxy in Aries the Ram, magnitude 11.7. This is the one I think I was looking for earlier. Or maybe that was 65. We'll tell. Magnitude 11.7, 3.3 by 2.8 arc minute, irregular, 23 million light years distant. So not very large, maybe 30,000 light years in diameter. I think we're making it out next to this star here. Let's see what happens when we push the magnification. Yeah, it gets more present, brighter, but more diffuse. It's right ascension 259.42 with a declination of plus 25.14.16. Okay, NGC 1160 is a galaxy, once again, further north in Perseus. Let's see if we can track it down in the 75x field. Magnitude 12.8, 1.9 by 0.9 arc minutes. It's a spiral with a bar, lowercase c, not much of a core with a ring, 111 million light years distant, maybe 75,000 light years in diameter. It's possible we're seeing it right there, but I do not know because the sky conditions are not very approving. RA 301.13 with a declination of plus 44.57.17. Actually, I think it's this Egian galaxy there, magnitude 12.8. Yes, indeed. I think this is going to be the brighter one I showed you earlier. Yes, indeed. This was 1160, kind of an Egian. This is 1161. It's the galaxy, I believe, that I originally started off with. The field looks familiar. Galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 11, 2.8 by 2 arc minutes. Let's push it up a little bit. See its aura. 86 million light years distant, maybe 50,000 light years in diameter. We're at RA 301.14 with a declination of plus 44.53.49. I'm hoping we haven't gotten much in the way of aperture block on this pair here. Pushing it up a little further because we have a nice edge-on view and a very bright lenticular spiral to get an eye fill with. NGC1167 is a galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 12.4, 2.8 by 2.4 arc-minute lenticular, bright core. Its distance is 225 million light years, so about 180,000 light years in diameter. I think that's our galaxy there. Not a good view. RA 3 hours, 1 minute, 42 seconds with a declination of plus 35, 12, 19. Let's push it up to 100%, 150x. Yeah, it's clearly a galaxy, but not a particularly good view for a 12.4 magnitude distant galactic study. Okay, have to speed up. NGC 1171, Galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 12.3. 2.7 by 1.1 arc-minute, spiral with a lowercase c, 124 million light years distant, RA 30358, declination plus 43 degrees, 23 minutes, 53 seconds. NGC 1174 is also NGC 1186, Galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 11.4, 3.2 by 1.2 arc-minutes. I suspect that's it down there. 120 spiral of the bar, lowercase bc, 124 million light years distant, 30530 with a declination of plus 425006. I'm sure we're getting some aperture block, but since this is one of the brighter galaxies, why don't we go ahead and center it up? NGC 1175 is another galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 12.9. We're going to assume it's further down in the screen. Oh, here's one. 1.9 by 0.7, that's our candidate right there. Spiral lowercase a, 251 million light years distant, larger than the Andromeda Galaxy. RA 30432 plus 42 degrees, 20 minutes, and 22 seconds. NGC 1194 is a galaxy in Cetus. Magnitude 12.9, 1.8 by 1 arc-minute, spiral with a lowercase a, 180 million light years distant. Remember, everything tends to be shifted a little bit to the east for some reason tonight, although we're not picking it out. Backing off. Oh yeah, there's our galaxy there. Spiral lowercase a, 180 million light years, RA 30349, declination minus 10613. I do want to show you a 150x view of this last galaxy, 1194. Okay, what might have been a fine galaxy to conclude on, NGC 1199, Galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 11.4, 2.3 by 1.7 arc-minutes. I do believe we're seeing it right there. It's an elliptical class 2, which means its visual magnitude is 11.4, 115 million light years distant. RA 3 hours, 3 minutes, 38 seconds with a declination of minus 15, 3650. Yes, indeed, the sky is overcast with clouds, and much of that pixelation you're seeing is due to water vapor, not necessarily due to the imager itself. I am just going to continue to push the magnification up on NGC 1199, and if we get to 300%, that is 450x, and we are definitely pixelated. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and have a look. We got to go to let's say 1973 tonight will be our feature in the Sword of Orion. Okay, as you can tell, the night sky is not particularly good tonight. We're barely seeing any of the Running Man Nebula here. We're featuring this region right about here. This should be 1973, 1975, and 1977, leading over to Messier 43, and then finally Messier 42. Okay, why don't we shift it over? We've got 20 more seconds on this video. Okay, what we're getting here is a nice small 30x view of the beautiful Messier 42, 43, and we're not seeing much of the Running Man over there at all. Let's expand the screen out. You can see the eagle's wings and beak wrapped around the bright nebulosity surrounding the trapezium. You can see the emissive nebulosity here. You can see nice texture. No matter how bad the skies are, if you can see the Sword of Orion, you can get a great view of Messier 42. With that, I say carpe noctem.